Hello, my name is Renee McCracken. I'm a junior here at St. Edward's University, returning, well, I guess returning is subjective here, but I was an orientation leader last summer, and I'm here applying to be an orientation leader again. And I guess I should just get rolling right into the questions. So, as for my transition experience, I was one of those people who wasn't very sure of what I was coming to college for or where I was going to go. I knew that I had a set group of interests. Frankly, I'm interested in like science and politics, so I knew that I had to do something with that. But I'm from the Northeast, meaning I lived there for 2 years and fell in love with it, and that's where my family, my mother's side of the family, is from. So I thought that that's where I was going to be going to school, and that all changed whenever I toured St. Edward's campus, to be a little cheesy there with that line. But touring this campus kind of, I immediately had like a homey feeling whenever I walked on campus, specifically outside of Moonday Library, just because of the beautiful grass and all the trees. And I noticed not one of them was a cedar tree, which, if you're from Austin, you know that those can be the bane of our existence during allergy season. So, I just that was the beginning of my transitions experience, to be brief. Um, as for orientation, my favorite part had to be orientation because that just solidified that I was going to be coming here and that I'm going to get to know this campus and that this is going to be my place and I can go here for that, this, for that. I don't know. Something about receiving that information and just going to those places, experiencing a new environment is it only happens once. It only happens once, and it sets kind of the standard and the mood for those places unless you have memories in them further. Like, I never went to the other side of Moonday Library. The first time I did, I was like, whoa, there's a library here. It was amazing. But for the most part, I was introduced to these places through orientation, and I would not change one thing about my transition experience because it's helped. I just feel very confident in who I am today, and if any of that were different, that might not be the same. So it's safe to say I value that experience very much. And I guess that kind of answers why I chose St. Edward's. I chose it because it's beautiful. I love aesthetics, so that did play a role in it, I won't lie. And also the international presence on campus. Going back to the beautiful trees outside of Moonday Library, there's trees from our sister schools all littered all over the place. That grass is from Japan. Hearing the tour guide say those details just got my mind racing. I was just like, wow, like I'm sentimental, so that means so much. I was like, oh my god, that tree's from there, it's so symbolic. And while I haven't studied abroad yet, I'm looking into those programs for my senior year, and oh, am I excited. And that also small school vibe and the hominess of our little niche in Austin really appealed to me. And it's, depending where you are on the campus, you're going to have a different point of view. I'm looking out the window right now. I'm just thinking about walking through like Trustee for the first time. It was built, or not Trustee for the first time, but Holy Cross. Just, I don't know. There's the old timiness is just a very sentimental campus. Again, I'm going to reiterate, I'm a sentimental person, so the vibe of it is what caught me, and in addition to the global studies course major plan. And to me, as for Hilltopper Pride, I think it's just that embodiment of like loving your campus. To me, it means like I still have Teresa pride from living there freshman year. I still have I joke around about little rivalries between the dorms, and it means just being like the best. I think it's very personal. It's being the best version of yourself and loving this entire education experience that is molding us and shaping us into the people that we're going to be in this whole Holy Cross education. While it sounds like really cheesy, it's real. It's real. The more classes that you take, and I can feel my point of view shifting on things, and I can feel the humanistic element being applied in every single one of my classes, whether we're talking about realism and politics, which is very hard to see the humanity aspect in, or just everything. Everything. And just from seeing the brothers walk around campus, or walking around the seal, just kind of little. I just watched someone walk over the seal. Oh my god. I'm not going to edit that out. Okay, that was raw. Okay. It's that time of semester, I guess. But that's not Hilltopper pride right there. Not at all. It's revering symbols like that and just letting it keep you on fire and letting you, I don't know if y'all just saw the Open the Red Doors campaign in the newspaper, but that's Hilltopper pride. That's standing for like the entire population of students on St. Edward's campus and saying something about it, getting the word out there, emphasizing what is important about this like environment and making sure that it's pure and that it has integrity. Those are the elements that speak most to me whenever we're talking about pride in our campus. We have to make sure that it's a little hard right now with all of like the construction problems and seeing a lot of like loved professors go and noticing those changes in curriculum. But for me, it's only made my coursework more important. It's only made my classes seem more important because things can just change on a whim, and what matters the most is the effort that I put into things. And I think that should be like that academic side should be a huge aspect of our pride on campus. I'm sorry to have ranted for that long, but I'm trying to kind of like say these raw. I didn't have anything prepared because I wanted to answer truthfully and let it bubble up. That's the personality that you're getting a little taste of right now. But anyway, on to the last question. The parts of St. Edward's University mission that resonate with me the most. Oh, I remember this question from last semester. I don't have like a specific line that necessarily resonates with me the most, but I think the third and fourth to last paragraphs, I have it here, so just for reference. Caring faculty and staff, encouraging individuals to confront the critical issues of society, to seek justice and peace. Later on, it says to clarify their personal values and recognize their responsibility to the world community. This is about building each and every student into someone who has their eyes open and who is evaluating what they see in front of them and being able to hold the standards that surround these issues aside and being able to critically evaluate it for themselves to see, like, is this right? Is this the best way we can be doing this? What can I do? It's, I think, a huge aspect of organizations on campus are about leadership development if you dig into them enough. That seems to be like a common theme throughout this university, is like really teaching us, wait for it, to take on our world and to really just assert ourselves in the best way possible and to ensure that the people, these voices that are attending St. Edward's University are going to be voices for positive, progressive change. Because everything can use development, everything can improve. And that's what I feel reverberate around this campus more than anything. And maybe it has something to do with going to leadership, but I just feel that this whole like molding process, it's very much something that is like, it begins with you. And while it took going through that process for me to realize that it had to be a step that I made first, all the there are plenty of resources around you on this campus. It takes you. You have to dig in, you have to bite into that, and you have to try new things and try to figure out who you are. I'm a junior, and I'm having like a little enlightenment period after kind of realizing that it all relies on me, and that's actually the most liberating thing of all. It doesn't matter what's going on around me. I'm given the tools if I will to handle this, if I will only pick them up. And St. Edward's provides more than enough tools and methods and lessons, and I'm trying to think of more descriptive words that will like fully encapsulate what I'm trying to say, but we're given everything we need. And if we think that there needs to be more to it, then it's on us to create it. Oh, I just put in a plug for It's On Us. Anyway, that wraps up the questions for this interview, or this mini interview. But I just hope that I got across some of that passion that I have for St. Edward's. It's individual to myself. It doesn't come off as like, oh, like school pride, like going to every like basketball game kind of pride. I wish I could. I need to look up those kind of dates to support more things on our campus. But I actually did orientation last year, and I think that I'm gonna link the video as alongside this one, if y'all don't mind, just to kind of get a perspective of how much orientation like changed me. I feel like my presence is significantly different since my time last summer, and the orientation put me through the ringer, and I had to keep going, and just kind of like it helped me to develop these to develop my confidence, and to develop set goals for like what I want to achieve out of what I do. And that's why I'm applying again, because I think that I can do much more this summer than I would. That like I have skills and abilities now that I was only developing last summer, which is like assertiveness and aiding with like the ads and stuff like that. And I might link it down below. It might be a little extra, but I hope that you guys will please consider me for orientation leader. I would love to be a part of this team again. And if not, I would appreciate, or not if not, but I would also like appreciate any other position that I could be given, but I would really love orientation leader. Thank you very much, and have a great time, whatever y'all are doing right now. I just did that. Have a great day. Oh my God. Oh, it's not over. Hello. Goodbye.